Well, good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. And today I just want to give you guys another update, or a quick update on what I've done to my home office, or my smart home office, in the last week or so. I had put a video up recently about what I've already done in the room, and it was showing you guys my old monitors and, of course, my old chair. And I didn't really do too much else to really update this. There are things that I'm going to add to the office, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update because I'm pretty happy with the results. Now, I've seen some really great techie gaming home offices lately on YouTube, and I have to tell you, it just inspired me to kind of update mine a little bit. And, you know, one thing about me, I tend to like tech a lot, as you guys have seen my videos, but I don't really like to see the tech so much. I like it to be there, but I like things to still look classy. And what I've done is I've added some things in this office that will still give you a classy look, but are also very, very techie and very, very functional for what it is that I do online. So basically, coming into the office, when I moved in here, this was actually none of this stuff was here. Of course, the paint color was different. The molding was a oak color. And so what I did is I gutted the entire home. I painted all the molding with 2 coats of Kills and 3 coats of satin or semi-gloss white. It's held up really good over the years. I've added naturally some kind of a high pile carpet throughout the whole house. It's, you know, like a beige color. And the walls are all painted throughout the house. This kind of melted chocolate ice cream colored paint. It's made by Parker Paint. I forget the actual name of it. I think it's called Frontier Tan, but I'd have to find out. I'll put a link in the description if I could find the tag again, or I'll read it off the can. So I've added some artwork and some IKEA shelves. What I've done is I've kind of integrated a lot of the warm colors in here with a little bit of coolness from the lights. Some of the lamps are like a stainless steel. The desk is actually a silver, the silver file cabinets. And so I wanted the room to feel very warm, but then have a little bit of a modern kind of, a little bit of a cooler feeling to it as well. And you really can't go wrong with silver and stainless steel. I mean, you really can't. So the office has a closet here that I need to, it's been on my list for about 10 years to actually paint the trim to change it from gold to a white. I'll do that when the weather gets a little warmer. It's just hard to do that where I live because I don't really have a lot of space. You know, the garage is I got my car in it. I got 2 more cars in the driveway. So it's very difficult for me to lay this on the front lawn, and I have to really be on vacation to do that. But it is something that I'll do at a later date where this will all be white to match the rest of the molding. The office does have a bathroom with a shower, of course. I'm not going to show you that. I've added some stainless steel fixtures, of course, put in this linoleum, and the bathroom shares that same kind of, you know, nice beige color. Curtains throughout. I've done matching curtains throughout pretty much the whole house. I got these at Ross. They were like some crushed velvet, black curtains. I got them in beige in a few areas as well. But, I also added string curtains down the middle, which I think gives you just a little bit of privacy and kind of add to that kind of, you know, the different textures. I really like the way that looks. As far as, let's see, the wall over here, again, you have a couple IKEA shelves that I got years ago. They have a little bit of silver and some frosted glass. Of course, I have a couple different items on there, some art that I actually just copied right off the internet. I'm not going to mention the artist's name, but he does a lot of stuff with horses. The top one's called 48 Hands, I believe. I don't know, they really spoke to me with the colors and the beige, and just they're very strong pictures. I added a fireplace that I picked up, and I have a video I've done on this one as well. This is just a basic, I believe I got this one at Kmart. We can get them all over eBay. It's just an electric fireplace. It just gives you some nice ambiance in here. And if it gets a little cool or cold, I can actually turn it on the heating or activate the heating element. And I actually have this on a smart switch. And so what I can do is just say, "Hey Google, turn on the office fireplace."
Sure, turning the office fireplace on.
And so that'll come on. Now this is only an ambiance mode if I want to turn it on. I don't believe in having devices that can potentially come on by themselves. With anything that could cause a problem. So I keep the heating element off. So if I want the heat, I just have to turn it on. But as far as the ambiance, I think it looks really good. You know, a fireplace just look great in every room. And I know some people may say, "Oh, electric fireplace, that's kind of cheesy," but I think it looks great in the room and it's very functional. I have just a stainless steel desk lamp I've added above this, of course, with a clock and a few little knickknacks. I've added just these cheap, inexpensive, I don't think I have one. Do I have one here? No, there's basically some cheap LED bulbs right off of eBay, and I'll put links in the description for all this stuff. You could add LifeX bulbs, you could get the better stuff, but at the time when I got these, there was no LifeX bulbs around, so they just have a very inexpensive, I think they were like $5 each, if even that. Just a very basic remote control. You could change the color if you want. I just added them there because when I have standard bulbs in there, do that light, that lampshade on there, they're so bright and blinding, I just really don't like the way it looks. So this just gives a little bit of ambiance, a little bit of light. I don't know, it just looks cool. I think it does. Then, of course, you have my desk. This is a desk by IKEA. I got that years ago, back like, I don't know, 14 years ago, and I got such a great deal on it. You'll never find a deal like that again. I mean, the timing's everything, of course. I think I got it for like the whole thing for like $200. Now they don't even carry this desk anymore, but you can go to like Office Max and find a lot of desks that are similar, but they're not going to have a glass that's that thick. I've never seen a desk for that price with glass that thick. It would cost you more to have one piece of glass made for that. And so, as far as the couch, this is an Ashley Furniture, just love seat that I have. I put in here. I have the matching sofa at my parents' house, but I don't have room for it, so I just store it in one of their extra bedrooms. And some art that I picked up over the years, just some knickknacks and just different pictures, family pictures over here. Marilyn I've had forever. I don't even really like it anymore, but it's a piece of art. One day I'll probably change it to something else once I figure out what to do with this spot over here. And again, we go back to the tech stuff now. You can see the desk is all silver with naturally a glass top. It's an L-shaped style, as you can see. I have my computer down here, and this is the newest thing that I've added. Basically, I've cleaned up all the wires that I had back here. I had a lot of different wires that I've added over the years, and really, I just didn't need any of that stuff anymore. I had like a webcam and another USB hub connected to it, but for what I do, it's just really, it wasn't necessary. So when I got these two new monitors, and this is what I really want to showcase in this video, I get a great deal on these. And, I mean, this stuff has come down so much in price, it's like you might as well upgrade. Originally, when I did this setup, I had, and I'll show you the computer. Now, this isn't a super high-end computer. This is a basic quad-core gateway computer I got years ago. It works the way I do. It's got 8 gigs of RAM, a terabyte of hard drive space. I'm running 8 terabytes of network-attached storage in my network closet. So, really, this is more computer than I really need. Like I said, 8 gigs of RAM, quad-core, just off-the-shelf gateway that I've upgraded the power supply in because I had to put in a video card that supported 5 mini ports out. And I wanted to hook up 5 monitors. Now it's overkill because I'm not using the other 3. Maybe I'll do something with that down the road. But as far as right now, these 2 monitors are really all I need. I used to have 2 22s side by side, and then I had 2 19-inch Dell LCDs above that. And when and then I had off to the side here, this is the most recent setup, I had another 19 mounted on the wall. And, as the 22s went out, I just put the 3 19s here, and I was happy with it, but when I'm looking at all these other guys with their tech stuff on YouTube, I'm like, man, I really this is the room that really needs a little bit of an upgrade. And as much as I am on the computer, it was a no-brainer, and these monitors were on sale for $198 each. And I'll put a link in the description where you can get those. I'm not sure if it was just a holiday thing, but I'm really happy with the result. The bracket, of course, you can buy these so cheap nowadays. I think I paid like $180 for this bracket. It's a quad monitor bracket that basically just clamps on the side of the desk. Mine was a little bit tricky there because we're not mounting to a really huge surface here, so I put a block of wood behind it, give it a little bit of a bite, and it's on there pretty tight. And it's been there for at least like 9 years. I've never had any issues. This is a recent thing I did. I wanted to bring a little more white into the room, and I was going to get a new black chair, but I opted to go with the white because I just kind of figured, the white fireplace is right there. I have white in the room, and I just wanted to get a little bit of a lighter color in the room, and I'm so glad I went with the white chair. I haven't hawed about it for weeks, and I'm really glad I went with it because it really does kind of make the room kind of all come together. It gives a little bit more of a lighter, classier feel. I think it looks really great with the fireplace. I want to get a little more white into the stand, so I took some of these samurai swords I had laying around. I just strapped them all on there and put one down the middle like it's a sheath. So I don't know, I think it looks pretty cool. It kind of got a little bit of a sword theme going on here, which I'm not a huge sword collector or anything like that, but I think it looks pretty good. I added, of course, a white fake orchid plant. And of course, I have the white chair, which I'll put a link in the description to all this stuff. And my inspiration for the white chair was, I have to say, I saw one guy's video setup on YouTube, and I forget his name, but he had twin 34-inch LCD monitors side by side with another 32 over it. And he had one of the IKEA desks with the white file cabinets that all you guys are doing, it's like everybody does the same thing on YouTube. So I kind of wanted to do something different. I thought about upgrading the desk and then moving like the computer setup against the wall, but I really wanted something that was more open, and I didn't want to just shove everything against the wall. And I think for this particular room, this works out really well, and I didn't really have to buy anything other than monitors. So what I did is I basically are just using one of the mounts on the monitor or on the bracket. The other one I just kind of tucked to make it match the other one, so it looks like it's supporting the monitor, but it's not. And of course, I had the wiring all ran over here, kind of tucked in, zip tied in, so you don't really notice it. These monitors are being ran off a 5 output. I believe it's an NVIDIA card. It's been so long since I looked at the thing, but it's got like a gig of of memory. Again, I'm not a gamer. I only wanted it because at the time there wasn't many cards that had 5 they could fly monitors up to it. And so right now it's not really being used, but it's still functional, and I'm just using 2 of the outs. So what I did is you can use, with this particular video card, you can use 2, there has 5 mini port outs, so you can actually use 2 in a passive mode. So basically these are just mini port to HDMI, 10-foot cables I got off eBay for like $10 shipped for both of them. And then if I wanted to hook up more monitors to that, I have to use active converters. So I have 3 more active VGA converters. If I ever want to hook something up, I can. If you want to use, something else besides VGA, you'd have to get a different active converter. I have 2 passives in HDMI and 3 actives. And that's how I hooked up the old monitors I had. But these ones just running HDMI. You can see they're LED monitors. They're super thin. And what I found kind of annoying when I was looking at trying to find some curved monitors, and these are 32-inch curved Scepter monitors, in case I didn't mention that. It was hard to find ones with the Versa mount. And a lot of them, I was going to get a couple 27s down at Office Depot that were not curved. They were just flat panel LEDs, but they didn't, there was like 3 different ones they had. They didn't have the mount, so you had to use their stand. So when I saw these, I jumped on it, and the price was right for what I got. And you can see they are just huge. And I really don't need to have anything but this. I thought about hooking up the other monitors on the side here, making a triple bracket, but I just don't think I'm going to do it. I think these are definitely more than functional for what I need. So let me just go ahead and show you a little bit more. I just have a Logitech keyboard and mouse. This is pretty old. This old CA speaker system I got that I'll probably upgrade to one of these smaller amplifiers you can get and use the Acoustic Research subwoofer. And then I'm going to take these down. These are Acoustic Research bookshelf speakers that are really great. They don't get used up here. I'll probably going to do some in-ceiling speakers eventually, but I'm going to move those to be part of the computer setup where I'll have much better sound than I have now. But again, these are functional and they work for what they are. These are so old, I can't believe they still work. Now again, I know a lot of guys have some pretty insane setups, but I'm pretty happy with the way mine turned out. I have a Amazon Echo, which is being held, which is being docked. And if you don't know what this product is, this is a product by 97. It's called the Vox. It converts your Amazon Echo Dot into a much better, louder sounding speaker, and you can run on battery power. You can see that thing's not plugged in. We're running strictly on battery power, and you get 4 hours out of that. Same thing coming over here to the Google Home. I have one of these. These are normally in my bedroom, but I just put them here for the purpose of the video. I do have a Google Home Mini over there as well. But most of the time, when I want to listen to music, I'll just bring this into this room. And you can see this is attached to what's called the Loft. This will get you, I believe it's 10 hours on a charge where you can use your Google Home throughout your house wirelessly. So just a fantastic product. Also, the reason I have the Echo Dot in here is because with the new Echo Connect I have, I can actually answer, make and receive calls using that device. I can just tell her to dial a number and she will. And if the home phone rings, my Google Voice number will ring all the lines in the house. And then, of course, I can answer it right from that device as well. And it sounds pretty phenomenal. As far as the desktop is concerned, I just added this kind of a white rose picture I found off on the internet. I think it complements the room really well when you walk up to the chair and the computer and you see the orchid and a couple of little knickknacks have sitting around there. I think it looks really well, and I'm really happy with the look. It's funny how you never really realize, like, when you might want to use something. Like this orchid I had in a different room, it just never worked in here. That painting I had, or that picture, I don't even really necessarily even like it all that much, but I got it years ago and it had some white in it. I think with where I've put it, it really complements kind of the theme and the look that I was trying to accomplish here. So that's about it, guys. As far as the smart home tech, there's not a lot in here, but there will be more. I'm going to be adding LIFX cans. I'm going to be adding, that lamp is actually, unfortunately, I need to replace the socket, but eventually that'll be a LIFX bulb, so you can really turn the color on in here. Oh, and I forgot to mention, under the desk, I've mounted some inexpensive LEDs off eBay that just stick right on. I have this one is the RF controller. I'll try to show you what that looks like right there on the side. And that basically controls the color of the LEDs. If I want to change the color, I can. I like blue, so I just leave them in blue all the time. I did add a Wi-Fi controller, and I'm going to show you what that looks like as well, in case you have any questions on how to make all this stuff work. Here's the controller here, and this hooks up to basically any universal LED strip. I added this to the ones downstairs. Unfortunately, this one would not connect to the internet. And, these are so inexpensive that you're just going to get a good one sometimes, and you're going to get a bad one. Just like the Sonoff, I'm using the Sonoff switches throughout the house. And, of the 7 I got. I think it's 7. One of them was bad, so it just won't connect to Wi-Fi. And when it does, sometimes it'll crash the network, and other times it'll just not connect. And so it's just not worth my time to keep messing with it. This one I'm gonna get a refund from eBay. This is only about $4.50, but I wanted the ability to be able to control the lights using the Echo. And these are compatible, but I cannot get the thing to work. So when I want to control the lights that are downstairs with this particular device, I just use the app. And I'll figure it out at a later date. But I want to use this device in here, and for whatever reason, it will not connect to the internet. So I think there's something wrong with this. Now, of course, hopefully you can use these. Hopefully they don't, I don't know how they make these or whether they have different MAC addresses or not. Hopefully these things have different MAC addresses because and I don't know much about all that stuff, but if they were to have the same, that would explain why you could only have one. So hopefully that's, you can use multiple of these on the same network. That's a question I might have to ask the manufacturer. But nonetheless, one of them works fine. So we'll just put that away there. That's about it, guys. That's about all I have in this office. I will be adding more. I will be recording more videos about the things I add in here at a later date. But so far, I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. And I think it has a great feel, and I love being in here getting my work done. So, all right, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you like the channel, please subscribe. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop a comment. If I can help you in any way, I'm always there to help out. I'll put links in the description for all this stuff where you can get it. Not everything you're going to be able to find anymore. Like, you're not going to be able to find the sofa. That's, discontinued, but I'll put links where you can find similar items, and definitely current things like the chair, the monitors, of course, and similar items like the desk. And I'll try to put a link to anything in there. And if there's something that you guys see in the video that you'd like me to get some information on, don't hesitate to let me know. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. Remember, subscribe to the channel, and have a great day.